Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association Chairperson Eastern Region Branch Julius Mutwii wants Ministry of Education to make religious education mandatory in schools, saying the subject matter is very important if Kenya wants to eliminate intolerance, fight corruption, prejudice, hate, and end unrest in schools. Mutwii believes that failure to speak on origin and effects of some iniquities in society may make young children think that there is nothing wrong with them or the entire society and fail in verbalizing it. They might end up assuming that that is the way things ought to be and continue deepening in destructive cycles.
It would be very, very, very necessary because like we have compulsory subjects like English because everybody wants to communicate, which is very good. Kiswahili is also compulsory, mathematics. These are good subjects, but I think also religious studies, whether Islam, whether Christianity, if it could also be meant compulsory. Although the only challenge you'll find is that there is the society. Society is very complex because you may find out there in the society that there are people who don't even believe in any of the religions, and therefore they would now come out forcibly to oppose the same. So that is a bit contentious, but I think it is necessary, extremely necessary. Yeah. When it comes to alcoholism, you find the students, young ones, are being sold to, drugs and beer, by old people out there in the society. But then the blame always goes to the principal as the one who has let go, in as far as discipline is concerned. So I would ask that all of us, as a society, be responsible and take charge of our youth, because if we invest good morals in our youth, then we are investing in the future of this nation. That is my take. Teaching of religious education is very important. It instills morals and values among the members of the society, the school society being one of them. So these teachings of the religious studies, the expectations of God and the Word of God are very relevant and very key, because many a times you'll find those students who have the fear of the Lord in them, they do not misbehave. They don't drink, they don't take drugs, they don't sneak out of school, they don't participate in chaotic situations like burning of schools and all that. So I think this is something that should be inculcated in every other school. And if I can give an example, most mission schools where God is given preference, they don't even go on strike. You will find they have got ethics that must be followed. So I think even the school sponsors should come out clearly on their expectations of the community of students who go to this school.
I can't say it should be made compulsory, but it should be practiced. And not just knowledge, not just religious knowledge in the schools, but also the practice of good faith. I've just come from Israel, and one of the things the Israelis are saying again and again, God commanded the children of Israel to teach their children. Actually, put the laws in their hearts, teach them when they wake up in the morning, teach them when they are sleeping, teach them around the house. We are trying to use just every situation here where teaching can take place, where modeling can take place. We are talking about the family. Many of our children, many of our parents are absent at home. When these kids close school and they go home, father is not there. We are chasing after money and losing the children because they are there, and when they start learning evil things, there is no one to tell them, watch you. We are not there. So part of it is the parents are not serious about taking time with the children. Just time, not even about instructing, time. And I was told 15 minutes when you come home, spend time with the children before you get busy. Those days I would come home with a newspaper. I didn't read it in the office, so The first thing I do when I sit in my sofa set, I start reading the newspaper, and the children want to play. I was told, never do that. Go home, spend the first couple of minutes with the children. Let them play around when they were small. As they were growing up, start instructing them. And I did that. And I can testify today that I'm blessed. God has really blessed me as a father. I'm now bringing up my children. I'm spending more time with my grandchildren because now I know what it means. So I would encourage anybody listening to me here that the Kenya of tomorrow is in these young people, both in the primary school, in the high school, even in the ECD. The Israelis teach them from young age.
Well, the much we can do as a county government, of course, like I said, is to work with the principals of the schools. And that's why we have, for example, we have sponsored this event to bring them together, to share their experiences. And as they share their experiences, they will go back to their respective schools, and that will enable the teachers to detect any extraordinary behaviors early enough and work out a solution. Again, when they come together, they are able to share the experiences, like you're saying. And so, even if you come from a far school where some certain activities or behaviors are not exhibited, you will be told by others, watch this, watch that. And in so doing, we are able to develop a solution or an action or a response that ought to be put into place to contain a given situation. First thing we would like to say is that, of course, secondary school education is not devolved. So we have to work together with the national government officials, because you can't wish it away. The county government is present in the county. And so we must work together.
John Musyoki, Kenya Digital News.